Welcome. In this video, we are going to look at how matter waves cause quantization. In 1923, de Broglie proposed that matter, for example particles, have wave-like properties. And so this meant the electron has wave-like properties. This means they can only exist in orbits that allow constructive interference, as these orbits make complete closed paths. Tracing the orbit path finishes where it starts. Since only orbits with constructive interference are allowed, this means that the orbits are quantized. The figure shows orbits with constructive interference on the left and destructive interference on the right. We see the orbit with the destructive interference is incomplete. The condition for constructive interference is n times lambda, and we're going to use lambda sub n is equals 2 pi r sub n, and n is allowed to be 1, 2, 3, and so on. The de Broglie wavelength is that lambda is equal to Planck's constant h divided by momentum p. And for a particle, momentum is its mass times its velocity. So we have lambda is h over m times v. We're using an electron, so we'll use m sub e for mass, and so we have lambda is h over m sub e times v. Let's multiply both sides by n. We have n times lambda is n times h over m sub e times v. Next, we will quantize it. And all we're going to do here is add a sub n to the lambda. So we have n times lambda sub n is n times h over m sub e times v. And we know that n times lambda sub n is equal to 2 pi r sub n, right? That's the condition for constructive interference. So we can substitute for the n lambda sub n. And so we have 2 pi r sub n is n times h over m sub e times v. Now let's clear that fraction. We'll multiply both sides by the m sub e times v, and we get 2 pi, we'll do m sub e v r sub n, that's equal to n times h. Let's divide by that 2 pi, and we get m sub e times v times r sub n is equal to n times h over 2 pi. And now we know that angular momentum L is equal to m sub e times v times r sub n. And so we have L is n times h over 2 pi. That means that angular momentum is quantized. We see that the wave nature of matter requires constructive interference. It results in quantization of angular momentum, the quantization of energy levels, and having a lowest orbit means the electron doesn't spiral into the nucleus. And then combined with Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, that gives orbits that are not well defined. They are clouds of probability. I hope you found this helpful. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.